Play TV.
We all think about victims' parents in a case like Jeffrey's, but we don't often think about the parents whose child committed crimes like this. What's it been like for you?
Well, it's been horrendous. I don't know if I have words to explain something that was never seen or forecast or expected. I learned about Jeff in the same way everyone else did. A friend called me and told me it had been on television in another state. And so half an hour later I turned the television on and saw his picture. And at that point, what do? You can't believe what's happening. And you cry and you grab a friend, and that's what I did. What was most unusual about it was that I didn't know, I hadn't been in contact with Jeff, although I tried, and yet no one had ever let me know that Jeff had been in any kind of trouble at all during the years.
When did the full impact of all of this hit you?
I don't know if it has yet. I don't know if it ever will. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever be able to. How does anyone, the full impact, it's the rest of our lives. I have another son, a younger son, for the rest of his life. He will have to find a way to be strong and deal with this.
Has this followed him?
Yes, it has. But he's doing very well. He's finished an graduate degree and is working and very successful and visits his brother. It's a very difficult thing to say. One of the hardest things for me to say is how much I can't believe this happened and how much I love Jeff, when I'm very much aware that it's almost like I don't have a right to mourn or grieve, because there are all these families who will never, ever speak to their children again. It's a very strange set of circumstances. I still have my son Jeff now to talk to, and we've established a wonderful relationship, and I hope I don't hurt all of the people who've lost their children by saying that.
What was he like as a young boy before school?
Wonderful. I thought he was wonderful. He was fun. We did all of the normal things that people do. It's hard to be asked questions that go back 30-some years when you never expected that anything but good would happen in your family.
Were there ever any early signs of trouble with Jeff?
If there,
looking back on it today, were there?
No. What would you look for? If I'd seen something that had been a clue of any kind, I'd like to think that I would have done something about it immediately. No, there wasn't anything unusual about Jeff. He was a normal young boy.
Jeff's first grade teacher referred to him as inordinately shy and profoundly unhappy.
He didn't seem inordinately shy to me. He seemed, he didn't like school. He had a very difficult year that year, first grade, moving from where he'd lived. I was pregnant with his baby brother, so...
Did he seem profoundly unhappy?
No. Well, he, no. When you say profoundly unhappy, there wasn't any clue that there was anything other than this was a little rather shy child who had to go to school and mingle and be sociable, and that wasn't his thing.